Welcome back, viewers. This is GamingPron once again. Carl and Eric here. And we have a video of the Guild Wars 2 lore, but we wanted to talk about some of the things we're excited for about the actual game content. We're going to go in on what our favorite classes are, what we plan on doing, talk about some of the basics of the game like world PvP. We're going to go in depth on all those aspects.
So let's start off with world PvP, which is going to be great because no one has ever done this style of world PvP before. So what it is, it's going to be world versus world versus world PvP. So there's going to be basically 3 servers involved with this. How it's going to go is you're going to start up the world PvP, you're going to join it, and you're going to be teleported to this map, which is going to house all 3 of the worlds. It's a big PvP map that can literally hold thousands of players. And on that map, there's going to be 3 castles, one for each of the servers. And there's going to be little forts, lumber mills, supply mills, and that type of thing. And the objective is to conquer all the other worlds and be the dominant world. Each player that's involved will get their XP and the bonus. And if you're the winning world, your entire server gets a bonus, which is, a great idea. And so on that map, you're going to be capturing those mines and the lumber mills and that type of stuff. And you're going to be building siege weapons to go siege the other castles with. And a really unique idea, when you're defending a base, your castle, if you're the dominant world, usually you're not going to have anyone that's going to be attacking your fort because you're going to be doing the attacking. So what they did is they're going to have NPC spawns, they're going to come up. So if there's no PvP players from another server that are near your castle, it will actually have NPCs that will attack your castle. So the people who love the defending, even if your server's really good and you're winning, you can still get that defending aspect. So there's none of that idle play where you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, it's not like World of Warcraft where you're right on your mount for 10 minutes to go find a fight.
Yeah.
It's going to be very action intensive.
So yeah, that's world PvP. 2 other types of PvP. There's going to be a PvP which any character that's of any level can go into that PvP and play with your friends. So if your friend literally just started and you're at the max level already, you two can play together in the PvP and still have fun together and doing the PvP because everyone becomes an equal level and will have the same gear in that type of PvP. And so you can just go and play with your friends, and it's completely skill based and it doesn't matter with your level, which is great because in traditional MMOs, if your friends were a lower level than you basically didn't play together at all until they got up to that higher level, which, could take months if they're a slow player.
And that's what's cool is that you can honestly take the game at your own pace because there's certain instances where you can just play with your friend regardless of level, gear, anything like that. And it just makes the game more just community sensitive. And that's something that MMOs kind of lack, is that they normally have pretty crappy communities. And I think Guild Wars will change that indefinitely.
It's definitely something to look forward to. It's going to be a great addition. There will be a structured PvP that will have some gear base and it will have rankings and it will matter your level. For the players who reach the max level and they want to get their rankings up and get the coolest gear.
Right.
Which is going to be
a higher end PvP.
Yeah. So it's got the 3 levels of the PvP, which I think is just great.
And they pretty much touched on all factors that people constantly think about, like, why can't I play with my friends? Why do I get outgeared by other players? Why can't it just be more even? Why isn't it more balanced? And what's great about this is completely balanced. So once the classes are balanced, this is 100% how you play, how skillful you are, how strategic you are. And with that, it's going to be endless fun.
Also in Guild Wars 2, they're going to have dynamic events, which are really fun. Rift actually put in their dynamic events. I believe that they were the first MMO to have dynamic events. And they work really well. I play Rift, and it's great having the dynamic events. Because no matter what level you are, you can do the dynamic events, and it scales for you. So it really creates a stronger community, and I'm really looking forward to that in Guild Wars 2. Also, a feature of Guild Wars 2 is a thing called Sidekicking, which is an amazing idea. So if you reach the max level, and again, you have friends who are not the max level, they haven't unlocked those higher end dungeons, what you can do is you can sidekick them up, which means you bump up their level just for that instance, and it'll bump up their level and it'll scale their skills. They'll be a little bit less powerful than you are, but they're still able to complete the dungeons, so they can do those max level dungeons at an earlier level if they have the friends that are at that max level. That's great because, if one of your friends reaches that max level and then there's still people that are lagging behind, you can still have that fun. You can still be with your friends and do all that stuff with it, even that higher end stuff. I mean, that's just a great idea, and that works both ways. So your friend's just starting out and you want to help him do those new beginner quests, he can sidekick you down to his level to complete those quests.
And that's what's great, is that constantly in those games you're like, I really want to play this character, but I have to wait for my friend to get online or else we're not going to be the same level and we're going to out-level each other, and it almost never works. It almost never works that you can both be on at the exact same time for the exact same time. And this honestly eliminates all that anxiety over just outweighing your friend. And with this new feature, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. It doesn't really matter if they out-level you or not.
This has been GamingPron. I hope you enjoyed our video, and we hope that you check out our lore video on Guild Wars 2 and, all of our other videos.
And check us out on Steam and Facebook and all other plugs, and we'll see you guys around, and we'll have more videos for you in the near future.